Welcome to Big Deal Sports, the podcast that wraps up everything you need to know about the NFL. I'm your host, Dylan, and today we're diving into all the latest updates as teams gear up for Week 3 of the season. No games on the docket for September 17th, but there's plenty to discuss with injuries, roster moves, and practice updates taking center stage. Let's kick things off with some key practice and injury news. Baker Mayfield of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was in the spotlight after an impressive performance against Houston. Despite some foot and toe soreness, he was a full participant in practice, which is great news for Bucs fans as they prepare to take on Buffalo this Thursday. Over in New York, the Jets have confirmed that Justin Fields will miss Sunday's game against Tampa Bay due to a concussion. This leaves the stage open for backup QB Zach Wilson to step up and make his mark. Meanwhile, Washington's rookie QB Jaden Daniels sat out practice for knee evaluations, but an update is expected soon. Now, on to some major transactions shaking up the league. The Commanders have welcomed back veteran DE Preston Smith to replace the injured Dietrich Wise. Smith's return is sure to bolster their defensive line. Across the league, the Texans have brought tight end Brendan Bates onto the active roster and made several strategic moves to enhance their depth. In injury news that can't be ignored, Khalil Mack of the Chargers has been placed on injured reserve with a dislocated elbow. This is a significant blow for Los Angeles, as he's expected to miss several weeks. There's still no clarity on Joe Burrow's return for the Bengals as he deals with a persistent turf toe issue. Elsewhere, Buffalo's DT Ed Oliver will be absent for Thursday's clash, and Minnesota's Aaron Jones hits IR with a hamstring issue. Focusing in on team spotlights, the Washington Commanders made headlines with Preston Smith's signing. They'll rely heavily on his presence as their defense looks to stabilize. Despite Jaden Daniels' knee issue, the Commanders remain optimistic as they prepare for the Raiders. For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, all eyes are on Baker Mayfield. His health is crucial as they look to maintain their 2-0 record. With limited practice from some key players like Emeka Egbuka and Chris Godwin, Thursday's game against Buffalo will be a true test. Shifting gears now to some notable updates. The Jets are shuffling their lineup due to Fields' absence, and they'll need all hands on deck this weekend. Over in Pittsburgh, OL Max Sharping's knee injury in practice has the Steelers holding their breath for MRI results. The Chargers are also dealing with depth challenges as they navigate early season injuries. Before we wrap up, let's take a look ahead at Week 3's kickoff. Thursday night's clash between the Dolphins and Bills promises to be a defensive showdown. Buffalo faces a tough test without Ed Oliver, and Miami has their own concerns with WR Jalen Waddle's status still unclear. And finally, it's time for our player spotlight. This week's big deal is none other than Baker Mayfield. His resilience and tenacity, coming off a strong game and participating fully in practice, make him a standout going into a critical matchup. That's all for this episode of Big Deal Sports. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to join me next time as we dive into more of the gridiron action. Stay sharp, stay informed, and keep enjoying the game we all love. Catch you soon.